Hi guys, a very good evening to all of you, and I welcome you for the new year, new academic year, SYBCOM and SYBAF. Why I am mentioning both? Because there will be students of BAF as well as BCom, so I'll be taking both the names together. Now, what we are starting today is for SYBCom, the name of the subject is Accountancy and Financial Management, and in SYBAF it is called as Financial Accounting paper number 3. Even for SYBCom it is paper number 3. FYBCom first semester was your first accounts, FYBCom FYBAF second semester was second, and now we have third semester में FA3 for SYBAF students and Accountancy and Financial Management paper number 3 for BCom students. Now we are starting with Financial Accounting for BAF and Accountancy and Financial Management for SYBCom. Before I start, let me brief you about the syllabus. BCom students, for this semester, in this semester and in this subject, you have total 4 chapters. And BAF students, you all have 1 extra chapters. So BCom students 4 chapters, BAF students 5 chapters. Paper pattern is exactly the same what you all have done in FY. BCom students, you all have full 100 marks ka paper, and BAF students 25 marks ka internals and 75 marks ka external paper. Okay. Now, as I told you, BAF mein there is 1 chapter extra. So initially I'll be covering all the common chapters only. Okay? We'll go as per the order. The first chapter what we are starting today is piecemeal distribution. The first chapter what we are starting today is piecemeal distribution. Before we get into the chapter, the first thing what you should know is what exactly you mean by the name of the chapter piecemeal distribution. What exactly you mean by the name of the chapter piecemeal distribution? Let me get into that. SYJC mein, you all have done the chapter dissolution of firm, correct? What was dissolution? Dissolution of firm was closing down the business. There is a partnership firm which is into existence, conducting the business. For any reason, there is a dispute among the partners, or the business is making losses, or voluntary everybody is tired, they want to say let's end the business, let's finish it off. So they decide to close the business, to close the firm. That is called as dissolution. Now dissolution comes into picture only when the partners decide that we want to close the business. Say for example, if there are 3 partners, if one partner wants to leave, that is not dissolution, that is retirement of partner. But dissolution may all the partners unanimously decide let's bring an end to the business, that is dissolution. First object of piecemeal. Piecemeal comes into picture only when the firm is dissolved. If the firm is not dissolved, there is no dissolution, there is no question of piecemeal. So remember, first thing, before I go into the meaning of piecemeal, this chapter comes into picture only when the firm is dissolved. If there is no dissolution, there is no meaning of this particular chapter. Okay, now coming to piecemeal distribution. You all remember SYJC ka basic. When the firm was dissolved, what used to happen? Used to sell the assets, collect the money, from that incur expenses, pay liabilities. After that, whatever remains, distribute to the partners, or if there is a shortfall, the partners will bring money. Correct? Again, I am repeating. Understand this because every explanation has got a logic connected with this chapter. I'll repeat. Dissolution, what happened? You close the business, you sell the assets, you collect the money from sale of assets. From that money, you keep on paying the liabilities, you keep on incurring the expenses. After paying the liabilities, after incurring the expenses, if there is surplus money, the partners will distribute among themselves, and in case there is a shortfall, the partners will bring money. That is what happened in dissolution. Now, the same thing is going to happen here, but here it has to go in a systematic order. Here it has to go in a systematic order. Now, piecemeal distribution. Distribution means nothing but distributing money. And the meaning of piecemeal means distributing part by part. Piecemeal means distributing part by part. So in short, the meaning of the chapter piecemeal distribution is, as and when you get the money, keep on distributing. Distribute part by part as and when you get the money. Again I am repeating, as and when you get the money, take the money and keep on distributing. Now the question is how to distribute. You just cannot distribute like that. There is a specific order. There is a specific order. I just give you the gist of that order, and in detail we will go after 2 lectures, because first 2 lectures I am going to just focus on the main basic table. Without that table, you cannot go to the next table. In this entire chapter, one good thing for those who don't like account, to be honest, there are no journal entries, there are no ledger accounts. What you are supposed to do here is, you are just supposed to make calculations and prepare a statement. In fact, there are statements only where there are certain calculations to be made. I am coming to that in some time. Now, as I told you, when you have to collect the money, and as and when the money comes, you have to keep on distributing, there is an order. Detail I will not go, as I told you I will do after a couple of days. But what is that order? Basic explanation. First, pay the outsiders. In that also there is an order. I am not getting into that today. First, pay the outsiders. Then pay your partners for their loan. Then pay your partners for their loan. And after that, pay the partners for their capital. First, pay the outsiders. Outsiders may also, there is an order which I will not go today. I will go after 2-3 days. I will go very slow and make the chapter very simple and interesting for you all. Take my words. So, pay the outsiders. After paying off all the outsiders, next order, pay the insiders, that is the partners. First, pay them their loan money, and after paying the money to the partners towards their loan, anyway, you pay their capital to them. So that is the basic order to be remembered right now. There are details in that, but as I told you, we are not going to get into that, at least for the first couple of days. Now what I told you, the last order. What is the last order? Pay the partners towards their capital. Now say for example, there are 3 partners. Partnership may minimum 2 people have to be there. There are 3 partners, say A, B and C. Now I have to pay them. Now to pay the partners, also there has to be an order to be decided. You just can't say like that, 3 partners, all 3 equally. 3 partners, pay to them in their profit sharing. No. This is a partnership firm. Partners bring their capital. You all know that. When you start a business, the money with which you start the business, that is your capital. So when the partners bring their capital, every partner has brought a different amount of capital. So what you have to do, you have to decide the order after paying the outsiders, after paying the partners for their loan. When you come to make the payment to the partners for their capital, in what order you will make the payment. That is the most important part of this chapter, and every sum starts with that. For that, you have to prepare a statement which is called as statement of excess capital. For that, you have to prepare a statement which is called as statement of excess capital. So what I am going to do today is I am going to just take a simple single basic sum where we'll study how to prepare that. Tomorrow again I'll be doing 2 to 3 basic sums, and from the third lecture I will get into the full-fledged sum. Now remember what I am going to make you do today, the statement of excess capital. It is not a full-fledged sum. It is a small part of the full-fledged sum. Say for example your question is for 15 marks. So 3 marks to 4 marks is based on this statement. If you all have 20 marks ka question, then around 5 to 6 marks are based on this table. Now forget about the marks. This statement is very important. As I told you that you have to prepare 2 statements in every sum, of which the first statement is the statement of excess capital. If you make a mistake in preparing the first statement, automatically second half of the second statement is based on the calculation what you did in the first statement. So the second half part also goes wrong. So that's why this is not only important because it carries 25% of your question ka marks, but this calculation also will have an impact on the second half of the calculation of the second table. So that's why what I'm going to do today and tomorrow, excess capital statement preparation is a very, very important part. Okay? Now how to do that? I'll do in 2 minutes. Before that, again I repeat, I've told you all, I am not going live because we went for a couple of days in SYJC. We saw there's a lot of connectivity issue and students coming together. Nobody is able to concentrate properly. So the best thing what I have decided, I'll do the video recording. I have created my channel on YouTube. I will upload the videos on YouTube and I will send you all. Now be careful. When I am sending you all the videos, there is a restricted access. If I name the video say X, nobody can search it on the Google, but a person can view only if that person has a link. So if I share the link with you all, which I am going to do on the group, if you all forward it to somebody, then that person can have an access. But if that person knows the name of the video, even if that student searches on the Google, he or she is not going to get the video because the person doesn't have link. So I am trusting you all will not forward this to anybody. 1 or 2 videos starting I might keep open for people to access, but only 1 or 2 videos, not all. And if you forward later on, remember, you all are paying me fees, and if you transfer, somebody is viewing free of cost. So please, it's a request, do not share with anybody. I don't have any option. Even if I give you all a private access via email, people can download and forward it. So it doesn't make sense. And if I keep it open, everybody will view it. Then there is no point of you all paying me money. Then nobody will come to classes and everybody will sit at home and watch. So that's the reason, the best way what I have decided is, we will keep a restricted access where only those people to whom I have forwarded a link, only they can view. And as I told you, if you forward to somebody, I cannot do anything. You all know this year by compulsion we are going online because we don't have any other option. So this was the best way what I could work out. Okay? So that was the meaning of the chapter. Piecemeal distribution means distributing the money as and when you realize, as and when you sell, in what order to be paid. I give you the basic. First pay the outsiders, then pay the partners for their loans, and after that pay the partners towards their capital. Now what I am going to do is, as I told you, the first statement, which we call it as statement of excess capital, I'll make you all prepare and we'll see how to do that. I'm going to go very slow. I'll just do that one sum today. Then tomorrow, before you all see the tomorrow class, see to it that you all have followed what I have done today. You all will have to see the video 2 to 3 times. Don't worry about that. Initially, people face a problem for a couple of days. Once you are done with that, you will find it very simple. You may face a problem today, As far as I know, all of you who are watching the video, I don't think so there should be a major problem. But see the video 2 times, 3 times. That's the reason we are not going live. Live mein repeated backup is very rare if anybody is keeping backup. So the advantage what you all have is you all can keep on seeing the video 100 times till the time you don't get it. Okay? So what I am going to do is I am going to make you all study and prepare the statement of excess capital. Now what I am doing now, I am cutting the video shorts. My videos are not going for more than half an hour, but I am purposely doing it. I don't want to make a long video. So I just give you the gist. I am taking a break from the video, and the statement of excess capital today ka small basic sum, I will take it in the second video. Every day I'll do that only. I'll keep on taking two videos. Wherever I feel the lecture is short, I'll cut it short and make it in one video. Otherwise, 2 videos, and if I feel that explanation has to go very slow, I may split it into 3 videos also. Okay? So I'm just stopping this video, and the next sum I'm taking it in the second video.